wellness management major from the Bronx, Emmanuel Adjicom.
First of all, I'd like to just thank everybody for coming out. I know it's really cold outside, and I just want to thank you all for coming out to my talk on the power of the mind. The reason why I chose this topic is because the person I am today was with the power of the mind. The way I think now is different from the way I thought when I first started college, even when I was younger in high school. So, thinking of the power of the mind helped me become who I am, helped me become what I am. Because back when I first started thinking, like that's a weird thing, like thinking. A lot of people say they think, but you really think. But when I first started thinking, I wanted to be somebody. And I said I was going to do this. I put that in my mind, and I put that effort out forward. I put the action in. And I became who I am today. A lot of people don't know I'm an RM, president of ABSI, Associate Black Psychologist, founder and vice president of African American Males Empowerment Network. And I won a lot of other couple awards. The reason why I got all this stuff is because I thought about it beforehand. I thought about becoming an RM. I thought about being the president of Associate Black Psychologist. I thought about finding AMN, African American Males Empowerment Network, but I didn't just think. I put the effort in. If you just think and don't put the effort in, it's wasteless. You're wasting your time. So I want to present to you about thinking. I want to present to you about using your mind to better yourself and better your circumstances, because you're not stuck where you're at. Where you start is not where you're going to end. So we're going to go through the slides. So, if you know me, you know Kobe Bryant is my favorite player ever. And it started off like, I chose Kobe as my favorite player because at home my nickname is Kobe. So I was like, why not go with Kobe? I like basketball. His name is Kobe Bryant. But now I have a deep understanding of why I chose Kobe, because he's an example of the power of the mind. Because the way he thinks and what he does, it's not like anybody else. He thinks that he's going to be the greatest, and he does it, and he puts the effort in it to be great. And that's why I chose him. One of the quotes that's up here, if you guys could read, it says, "When we are saying this cannot be possible, this cannot be done, we are short-changing ourselves. My brain, it cannot process failure. It will not process failure. Because if I sit there and face myself and tell myself, you are a failure, I think this is the worst. That is almost worse than death." Does anybody want to speak on that before I decipher what I believe that quote means to me? Anybody? All right, so what I got from that was that it's not that Kobe Bryant doesn't fail. Everybody fails. Everybody fails. But he doesn't go into stuff thinking he's going to fail. If you go into things thinking you're going to fail, obviously you're not going to put your best foot forward. If you go into a job interview thinking you're not going to get the job, you're not going to get the job because you don't put in the effort. If you have to think in order to get something. You have to think in order to become something. So what I got from him is that he doesn't think he's going to fail. Whatever shot, like when he takes a lot of shots, people say, hey, bad shots. He thinks he's going to make all the shots. You got to think that. You got to think every shot that you take is going to go in. You got to think every attempt that you do is going to be a successful attempt. Because if you don't think it's a successful attempt, obviously you already failed in your mind. And you're not going to put the best foot forward. You're not going to put the best action forward. So that's what I got from the quote. The second one was, when you make a choice and say, come hell or high water, I'm going to be there, then you should not be surprised when you are that. It should not be something that feels intoxicating or out of character, because you have seen the moment for so long that when the moment comes, of course it's here because it's been here the whole time. It's been in your mind the whole time. Anybody want to talk about that before I decipher? Give anybody opportunity. So, what I get from that quote was that, like I said before, I thought about being an RM. I thought about being president. I thought about finding AMN. And it happened. It was in my mind the whole time. So I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm not amazed that it happened. Like sometimes it amazes me, but I knew it was going to happen. This Oztalk, I thought I was going to give a TED talk before. And it happened. It happened in the summer. They hit Audrey, I think, or Robin, they emailed me and said, do you want to give an Oztalk? I said, yes. I was ready for this because I was prepared. I prepared myself for this moment. And that's why that quote means so much to me, because it's always there. It was always in my mind. And it could always be in your mind. Whatever you want to be, it's always in your mind. But if you don't put the action forward, you're not going to succeed. If you miss out on an opportunity, you're not going to get that opportunity again. You got to put your best foot forward. Always think that you will be what you want to be. And it's possible. Anything is possible. And when someone tells you impossible, it's not true. If you break down the word impossible, it says, I'm possible. We're going to go on to the next slide. So there's two types of thinking. There's two types of mindsets that every individual has. One of them is a fixed mindset. The next one is a growth mindset. I consider a fixed mindset a victim mindset. Because at the end of the day, when you think you have a fixed mindset, the circumstance that you're born in is what you think you're going to be the rest of your life. People born in poverty think they're going to be poor the rest of their life. They're not going to make it anywhere in life. That's a fixed mindset. You're born to a certain situation that could be changed, but if you have the mind that I can't do this, I'm going to be this because my father was this, my mother was this, then you're always going to be that. Talent, usually people that's talented have that mindset because they feel like their talent can take them wherever they want to be. Their talent's going to take them anywhere. But if they're not putting the effort, they're not putting the work in, how is that talent going to take you to the top? It can't take you anywhere because you're stuck thinking that all you need is talent. That's not how it works. Innate ability, people that are born successful, people that are born poor, people that are born rich, people that are born singers. If you're born a singer, how can you improve, be an exceptional singer if you don't practice? If you don't think you could practice and be an exceptional singer? If you're born rich, certain people that are born rich, they're not successful. They get the money because they were born rich, but at the end of the day, they're not better people. They don't have the mind, they have a fixed mindset. But what I want to talk to you about is a growth mindset. With a growth mindset, you're able to develop. You think smarter and you make things possible. Able to develop, that means your circumstance is not what it's going to be. Like I said, the person you are today is not going to be the person tomorrow because you have a growth mindset. You grow every day. Every single day I'm growing. Every single day I'm learning. Think smarter was one of the quotes that I've got from someone I look up to. He said, think smarter, not harder. A lot of people work hard, but they don't work smart. Someone could work hard at a certain thing all the time, but I could work smarter and I'll be there faster than he is if he working harder. You have to work smarter to be successful. Success comes with the mind, not the physical aspect. You could be strong, but if I'm mentally stronger than you, I'll defeat you with anything. Anything. Because I believe that I could do anything. I believe in my mind I could do anything. Physical does not matter. It's all in the mind. If you strengthen your mind, you are possible to do anything in the world. Make things possible. Like I said, the word impossible means I'm possible. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. If you think you could do it, and you put your best foot forward, and you attempt, and you work smart at it, it's possible. Anything's possible. A lot of people told me I probably wouldn't make an organization. What I did, I said, I'm going to make the step. I'm going to take the step. I'm going to go meet this person. I'm going to go and talk to these people. And I made my own organization. People told me I would be an RA. I became an RA. I would have won scholarships, multiple scholarships. I won scholarships. They tell me I can't do this, I can't do that. I say I can do anything I put my mind into. The power of the mind. One of the quotes at the end that I decided was, hard work be talent when talent fails to work hard. Kevin Durant said it when he got drafted. Hard work be talent when talent fails to work hard. I'd rather use smart work, but that's the quote, so it's whatever. But if you don't work hard or smart at a certain aspect and you just use your fixed mindset thinking talent is going to take you where you want to be, you're going to be defeated by the person that's working harder, working smarter, making the right moves. You think opportunity comes to everybody? Yes, it does. But if you don't see it, how can you be successful if you don't see the opportunity? So that's one. Let's go to the next one. I want to talk about negative versus positive thoughts. You understand that when you think negative, it takes so much out of you? Like when I'm mad or I'm sad, it takes so much out of me to be mad and sad. Like I use all my energy to be mad and sad. Why? Why am I using so much energy when I can use that energy to turn into something else, positive? So when you have a negative mindset, you have a negative thought that's killing you inside. You're using all your energy to be upset. You're mad at someone, you see them, your mood goes down. You're like, you don't. Why? Why are you using all of that? Why are you making sad faces? Why are you upset? You're using so much of that negativity, just staying complacent, not going anywhere, thinking negative. But if you have a positive mindset, you're able to actually be happy. Everybody wants to be happy in life. People think it's material things. People think it's awards. People think it's all of this stuff. No. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is here. If you think you're happy and you actually do things that's positive, you're going to be happy. That's a choice. It's not about all the money in the world. It's not about It's not about getting this award. It's about your mindset. If you're happy with what you put up forward, you'll be happy, and you won't be sad. Like if, as a coach, I coach basketball in the summertime. As a coach, if I lose, I'm not gonna be sad because I lost. I'll be happy because my players learn. They learn. It's a choice. You can be happy through your mind. Powerful thoughts. Positivity is more powerful than negativity. That will always overcome everything. Everything, if you think positive, it's going to overcome that negative aspect. But if you waste your time thinking negative, you're going to waste your time, all your energy thinking, oh, this happened. If I stub my toe, I could think, oh, my day started bad. Or I could think, I stubbed my toe, I'm learn from this mistake. You have to learn from your mistakes. You got to learn from what happens to you. Because at the end of the day, when things happen to everybody in the world, but what's considered happiness, what's considered negative or positive, is here. You think about that certain action as a negative action or as a positive action. You make that power in yourself, emotion-wise, being like, oh, this happened, I'm mad, I'm sad. Or you could just change it and say, I learned from this mistake. I learned from that. You take your losses and you turn them into wins. I don't consider losses anymore. I don't think about losses anymore because I think of their lessons. That's what I consider a lesson, because I learned not to do that ever again. I learned how to better do that again. I learned how to turn that loss into a win. And that's what you must learn in order to strengthen your mind, that certain situations happen, but you put the effort, you put the thought into it, and you turn that, you change it. Another quote that I had was, I learned working with the negatives can make it for better pictures. Drake said that best. So negativity, yes. You see how much all that energy you put into negative thoughts? Imagine changing that energy and putting it into positive thoughts. Imagine using all that, oh, I'm upset, oh, I'm sad, and thinking I could change that and do better. Learn from my mistakes. You have to think positive to be successful. Next one. Everything's a choice. You being here right now is a choice. You listening to me right now is a choice. You going to class is a choice. Waking up is a choice. Everything is a choice. Coming to college is a choice. And when you start thinking that the decisions that you make is a choice, you're able to control your life. Because you're not just going with the flow. You're thinking like, I could hang out with my friends, or have a paper due tomorrow, I'm gonna do that instead. You're thinking that because you can make that choice. Nobody's forcing you to do certain situations, but you do it because that's your choice. You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. Everybody knows what they have to do. Everybody knows they have to study. But what do? No, they don't study. They play video games. They watch TV. That's a choice. That's a choice that you make. So choose to be successful. Choose the better idea. Choose the one that's going to help you out, positive in life, moving on forward. Choose that, not, oh, I want to do this for 20 minutes. You choose that 20 minutes, or you hang out for a little longer. That's a choice. That's not, oh man, time went by. You know the time is going to be 20 minutes, but you're like, I'm going to forget about it. You decide not to think about that 20 minutes. And you say, oh damn, it's been an hour. You chose that. Everything's a choice. So make a decision and make it right and push your best foot forward. Question for the crowd. Why are people content with a fixed mindset? Does anybody know?
Because that's the standard they choose to be in. They don't choose to better themselves. They don't choose to invest in themselves. That's exactly why they're going to stay in that same position in their life. People are content with it because people get average results. The reason why successful people are successful is a small percentage of successful people in the world today because they took charge of their own life. They had the, what do you call it, a growth mindset, that's what you call it. The people look up to successful people like the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's, we sit here and idolize them. They're not any better than us. Human beings, we breathe, we eat the same food, you know what I'm saying? They just took charge of their own life. Say, I'm gonna invest in myself, like you say, everything is your choice. I choose to brush my teeth because I choose to have a clean mouth, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just invest in yourself.
We're afraid to change. We don't want to see what happens if we screw up.
Afraid to change.
Because they're comfortable. When you're comfortable, you don't grow. You gotta be uncomfortable.
Comfortability. Anybody else?
It's easy.
It's easy. Anybody else?
It's an excuse.
An excuse. Yes. All that is great. Fear was what I was thinking of. But everybody else answered all corners. But fear is what I'm thinking of. People are afraid to grow. People are afraid to be successful because they can't handle that aspect. So I'm gonna get real personal on the next slide. So if you can see, this is me right here. That's me in high school. My junior year in high school. So I started playing basketball 3rd grade. I wanted to play basketball because my father watched basketball, and I wanted him to also see me and support me through that basketball aspect. So I started playing basketball. I didn't make the team until 6th grade. I was content when I made the team. I was happy. I didn't really practice that much. I didn't put that much work in. I was just content making the team. I was a starter. 7th grade, I was on the bench, but I played 6th, 7th man. 8th grade, I was a starter team. Went to high school, started a team. So I'm already had that fixed mindset in my head. I don't have to work any better than I am because I started. People looked up to me because I was one of the best people on the team. Sophomore year, summer, going to sophomore year, I went to basketball camp at Cardinal Spelman. That's the high school I went to. I went to basketball camp over there. I went in there and I in terminology, I cooked. I was killing everybody on the court. And him right here, this man right here, he came up to me and said, hey, I think you should move up to varsity next year. So in the summertime, you should work me a game, and I could move you up to varsity for sophomore year. So I was excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move up to varsity, tell all my friends, I'm a sophomore on varsity, I'm really gonna go to the NBA. So, the summer went by, and I'm like, I didn't really work. I was spending 2 hours in the outside playing basketball, not really working on my game. The coach told me what I needed to work on, and I was like, I was cooking in the camp, man. I'm the best. So I'm thinking. So in the summer, I didn't really work on my game. Again, I had a fixed mindset. I thought 2 hours a day was gonna help me. No, it doesn't take 2 hours a day. And I wasn't really practicing on these skills. I was playing 50 or one-on-one and stuff. So then comes my sophomore year, I didn't make the team, varsity team. I made JV, I'm a star again on the JV, so I'm content. Star player. I was upset that I make varsity, but I'm star player. Who cares? I'm cooking, I'm getting buckets, I'm getting love, so I didn't care. Then junior year comes, everybody telling me, yo, you're gonna play, you're gonna be 6th man, you're gonna do that. I'm like, all right, cool. It was one day in practice, I got injured. But it wasn't a big injury though. It was I don't even know why I sat out. It wasn't, I injured my pinky. You see, if you could see, it's a little deformed. I injured my pinky. I'm like, yo, I'm hurt. I can't play, but I'm gonna sit out, so I missed practice for a week. I'm thinking, everybody tell me I'm gonna play. Even the starters telling me, yo, when you come back, you're gonna play. So I'm like, I missed practice for a week. I come back from practice, I don't even know. I'm upset now. I think about it, but it's whatever. I come back to practice. We had a scrimmage. I'm thinking I'm gonna get in the scrimmage. I don't get into the last period. I'm like, yo, what happened? I'm supposed to be 6th man. Coach, what happened? And then the season, basically, that's what happened. I sat on the bench the whole season. It hurt. Mentally, I was hurt. Mentally, I didn't think I was good enough. I lost a lot of confidence. And then that's when I started really working on my game. But, you know, I worked on my game, but I still didn't have that confidence because I had the confidence when I had to fix myself. But when I had to grow for myself, I didn't have the confidence. I couldn't grow. Couldn't be better. Because when I got in the court, all the stuff I practiced didn't, you know, correlate into the game. So it hurt me in that aspect. Senior year, probably played 5 minutes a game. That's fine. I scored every time, but again, that didn't like help me. Went to college. I still had that fix myself. I still think I'm going to the NBA. Like, why am I thinking this? You know, it wasn't helping me at all. It was hurting me. I was staying stagnant. And then comes my sophomore year. I'll never forget this day. It was February 11th, 2015. Why I remember that day is because I got my heart broken. Like, I was with a girl for 2 years. She broke up with me, and it hurt. Like, it hurt a lot. And what I did was I went into that negative thought. Like, I was thinking negative. She was doing her thing. She was, you know, being successful. Me, I'm really sitting in my room just thinking, why this all happened to me? Because it was just a bad semester. It was just, everything was happening. So I sat there for about, maybe, like, I was in my room constantly. I didn't play basketball anymore for, like, about a month. I'm like, yo, honestly, this is not who I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be the guy that's playing basketball every day. I'm supposed to be somebody else. So I thought, who could I be? Who do I want to be? Who do I see myself becoming? And I said, I see myself becoming someone empowering, someone motivational, someone positive. So I thought of that all my sophomore year. And then, I was supposed to, this sophomore year, college, I won a 3-point contest at Buff. I was at Buff State for 2 years. Won a 3-point contest over there. And this is actually Valentine's Day, so it was like 2-3 days before Valentine's Day. Girl broke my heart. You know, so you know, so that happened, and that basically helped me out. You know, that aspect, I consider that a good aspect, cause I was in down in depths. Like, I was sad, I was upset, but it changed who I am. It made me think, like, I could be better than who I am. This should not affect me as much as it did. And I said, I will be successful. I will be the person I envision myself to be. I wrote down a couple things, and I said I was going to do it. So when I came to Oswego, I said, I'm going to be empowering, I'm going to be positive, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And we're going to go to the next slide, but I did all of that while I was here at Oswego. I was still here. So why I remember that date was because this quote right here means a lot. The two most important days of your life is when you're born and when you find out your why. You know, everybody takes time to find out why they exist, why God chose them, why they're here. You know, why. When you find out why, you actually move forward because you know what you have to do. I found out my why. I always thought I should be more empowering, I should be more positive, but I was too stagnant, I was too fixed in the aspect of I want to go to the NBA. But when I changed that mind up and I said, what? I found out who I want to be. Because that's who I really want to be. And deep down inside, I want to be an empowering person. I want to be a positive person. I want to be someone that people look at like, yo, he's successful. And listen and look at me, and I can empower other people to be successful. Because it's all in the head. So that whole time period, just thinking. I said, I'm gonna change that negative aspect. All that energy I'm using, sitting in my room, watch, like, you know, just being depressed, like sad, like it was crazy. You're not gonna get on that, but it was, yeah. I changed all of that and said I have to think more positive. When I thought more positive, things started occurring. Like, I won a 3-point contest, I thought more positive, things started occurring. Things started occurring to me, I found out my why, and I became a better person. So, could anybody give me examples of growth mindset for people that you think that have that mindset?
I remember one time I read an article where it said that Michael Jordan still practiced free throws, and then the quote afterwards was like, if Michael Jordan's the best player in the world, and he's still practicing his free throws or his game or whatever, why aren't you like trying to get better at what you're doing? So I guess that's an example of mindset.
Anybody else? hand, talk.
I mean, my high school football team, because I'm from D.C., so we were city champs every year. And an example that we portrayed for our team was even after every game, like while everybody else took days off and stuff, right after the championship game, we were still back at it, grinding in the gym, putting in that work to get ready for next year. So it was like a no days off thing for us. Like, you could never stop getting better.
Never stop being there.
I've seen posts on like social media where like first would be like an idea of somebody who was a janitor, and from janitor become like a nurse or a doctor. So
See that? Then you go here, then you go here, then you go here.
My godfather, he was a cop, and he got there was a robbery in the Best Buy, and he went over there, and his partner, basically, like, he froze up on him, and he ended up getting hit, and it tore his shoulder, and he was gone, and he was, like, I believe he was inactive for, like, 10 months. A lot of my family members told him to stop being a cop, like, who was life from the job, not do it, and, like, you know, all the dangers of it, but he said, like, nah, like, I like to protect people. If I wasn't there, like, who knows what happened in the Best Buy, who knows what did this, and he decided to keep going on, he's still a cop.
Okay. We had Mike and then we got Tiff.
Basically, 365 days. 365 days, just 365 opportunities. To this day, I'm in college. I got a whole to-do list in my dorm. Why do I have a to-do list? I'm thinking like I can remember that stuff in my head. Every day I put something different, like this is what I'm going to accomplish each and every single day. So that's an example of a growth mindset, period.
Tiff?
You can't fall into a routine and like follow others. Like being from like certain people don't have the privilege of coming into college and you know they on the corners off the incredible day to doing nothing with their lives. Like if you can't better yourself, like there's no way that you're gonna advance in life. So I feel like just whether it's educating yourself or like just doing something for yourself, like not for what people are gonna think of you or anything like that. You know.
I feel like having a growth mindset means like always knowing that there's room for improvement. So like when I was in high school, I was on the step team, and that's something that like my step coach always like instilled in us. I went to Clinton in the Bronx, and you know we went to a lot of competitions and we always won like first place, but that don't mean like okay we give back and we chill. Like tomorrow we got step practice, we have another competition next weekend. Like basically always know that there's room for an improvement. So you take a test and you get an A, but that don't mean you don't gotta study no more. Like the next test is a whole new set of topics. So basically like it's no time for chilling.
No time for chilling. Anybody else want to speak on this before I move on? Alright, so this was the day I told myself it's time to grow up. Like, this was March 15th. Got my heart broken in February 11th, so you can tell. You can tell how long that took me. Right? So I took this photo after going to some event, and under the caption, I put it on Facebook. It says, "It's time to grow up." So I took that, March 2015. So I told myself it's time to grow up. So I wanted to put my best foot forward. I wanted to think more positive. I knew I could be successful when I did certain things. So I said, when I go to Oswego, you know, everybody quote me, I'm gonna take over the world. So when I came here, I met this wonderful woman, my advisor, Sandra Barganier. And like certain people don't do the things that I did. I came for orientation. I was transfer orientation, so it was like a one-day thing. Instead of me like after orientation leaving, I rushed to her office because she was my advisor. I wanted to know what could I do. I wanted to tell her my dreams. I wanted to tell her that this is what I want to be and I'm gonna do it. She said, a lot of people don't, look for me in the summertime. You're lucky I was here. And I was like, yeah, because at the end of the day, I want to do better for myself. So I went over there in the summer and did it. And she believed in me. Belief, support is very a big thing. So the things that I do, I know that whatever I do, she'll believe in me. She'll back me up, cause she know that I have that mindset. I have that power over myself to do it. So this was my first year in Oswego. The spring semester, I won 2 scholarships because I put in the work. I said I busted. I didn't win anything. I won a 3-point contest. Like, ooh. So my first semester in Oswego, I got a 3.7. next spring, I won 2 scholarships and I became an RM. So like, you know, I always envisioned that, like, and God willing, like, thank you that happened, because when I applied for the scholarship, it was like the last day. And I said, I don't care, I'm gonna get the scholarship. And I told him, I got 2 scholarships that helped me pay for my summer courses. Because I thought, like, I had the growth mindset, like, I'm gonna do this. Whatever I want to be, I'm gonna become. Whatever I want, I'm gonna get it. Because I knew that I'm putting the work in, I'm putting the hours in, I'm doing all of that. And this is last year, last year in Oswego, I came in thinking a whole different. Like, I was, you know, you can see the transformation. I started off, I'm gonna grow up. I grew up, and I'm still growing. Every year I grow to be better. And coincidentally, ODK, I said I was gonna be part of this. I knew someone that got it. He had it on Instagram. I'm like, a leadership honor society? Why can't I be that leader? Why can't I get that? So I said, I'm gonna get it. And it happened. Like, they emailed me in, I think, October, said, hey, do you want to apply to be okay? I'm like, hell yeah. Because I was ready. I told myself I was going to do it, and I didn't just sit there. I became part of an organization my first year here. First semester, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't become part of an organization their first semester. I said I'm going to be part of an organization. I saw ABSI as opportunity, Associate Black Psychologist opportunity. I became part of the e-board. Because I said, I want to be a leader. To be a leader, I need a platform. And I found that opportunity, I took that opportunity for myself. And that helped me transpire to be in part of ODK, to get that opportunity to do that. Also, I won a scholarship last year too. I won another scholarship. And it was a diversity scholarship. And the first time I won the scholarship, there's a commencement award, and people win a diversity award. I said, why can't I get that diversity award? Why can't I get that too, you know? And it so happens that I got it. Because I thought I was going to do it, and I did it, because I put in the effort, I put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to receive the blessings that God has for you. So, I got the award, I got ODK, I put in the opportunity that I could show you about now, but you know, now it's not finished. My year's not done yet. I'm still growing, I'm still bettering myself every day. So when I finish, I'll tell you what happens at the end of the year. But like I said on the top, when you think comes to existence, I thought it's time to grow up. I grew up, I won scholarships, I became part of ODK, I became an RM. I did all of that with just here, with my mind. I wasn't in the gym pumping iron. No, I said here, I have to strengthen my mind, I have to become this, and I became that. I became what I said I was gonna do. Okay, so this is one of my favorite shirts. It's one of my favorite shirts. If you knew how long I was searching for this shirt, you'd be like, why? You know what I mean? They don't sell this in America. I had to look on websites in UK. They had some other ones, but I didn't want that. I wanted this one. Yeah. You know why? Because what does this mean to you? What does this quote mean to you guys? Anybody want to speak on it? And then before I start,
You make yourself who you are.
Okay. Anyone else?
Like, if you build a building, like, you can keep adding stuff to the building. But like if you're born that thing.
Anybody else? Right in the back.
Build your own brand. So like at the end of the day, like it's never finished. Like each day you have an opportunity to be a better person and do what you always want to do. So each day you're building yourself. So when it's time to be done, you can say, you can look back on your life and say, I built me. No one created me. I built my brand. I built who I am. At the end of the day, that's what I do.
Okay.
Plant the seed, you water it, it's gonna grow. You gotta keep watering it and grow it. Just by planting the seed.
Okay, Praise, you had a hand up?
Your experiences and your choices and everything just shapes who you are. I think it shapes your growth. So you're not born. Yeah, basically it just shapes who you are.
Anyone else wanna decipher it before I talk about it?
I feel like it relates to what you were saying about having talent, and you can't just have a talent and not work towards it. I feel like when you work towards it, That's when you're building yourself, and that's when you're growing. You can be born with something, but if you don't work towards it, it's
Built is a growth mindset, and born is a fixed mindset.
Yes. Everybody else so yeah, like, this is my favorite shirt, man. Like, I did so much searching on the internet for it, and the reason why, I saw it one time, I think on TV, and I was like, I have to get that shirt. Built not born. A lot of people see the shirt and say, you was born. Everybody's born. I'm like, yeah, everybody's born. But But, like I said, you could be born to a situation, but you build yourself to where you want to be. You're not going, if you want to go to a destination, you have to build yourself. I built myself. Like, I built who I wanted to be because I thought that I could become that. So I put, like I said, you have to put your best foot forward. You have to put the steps in. You got to build the building blocks. Everybody that answered was correct. You have to build who you are. You can't stay stagnant because life doesn't stay stagnant. Every day you're growing one day older. Every year you're 1 year older. Your mind should not stay that same when you was back a year later. You should develop every year. Every year is a developmental stage. 365 days. You accumulate all that every day, thinking of growing, thinking of being better. That should change who you are from last year. I said in the beginning, the person you are today shouldn't be the person you are tomorrow. Because you build your mind, you build your thoughts, you build who you want to become, you build to be successful. If you stay stagnant, you're not going to be successful. That's what separates the average from the successful. I do a lot of research on successful people. They grow every day. They read every day. They listen every day. They research every day. They're building their mind. They're building their strength. You may want to be successful. You may think you're going to be successful. But if you're not building yourself, if you're not building who you want to be, if you're not building on that goal that you have, you're just going to be stuck and you're just going to be bored. That's it. That's it. That talks more about the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. I don't know how this works.